Hi everyone, Jackie Treadwell here with To Walk with God. And it's been a little while since I've been on to do a video, definitely over a month. I've been busy. I had an incredible job selling marketing and advertising to local businesses here in Alabama. And it was really great getting to know a lot of people and making a lot of connections and being successful and just downright having fun. But I'm here today. I was led to come on to talk about integrity and the difference in when you stand in it versus when you don't. And I always like to come on here and do my videos for you all because it's usually from an experience in my life that I want to share. And this experience is recent. It's from a recent job that I held for a few months, actually doing the marketing and advertising that I so enjoyed. I want to talk about the decisions we make going forward for money. This is a big topic for me. I am really trying to work with God and master the energy around money, the integrity around it. For so many years, I wasted my life abusing money, manipulating people for money, using money in ways that were negative, all because I felt that my worth was in money and it came from money. So in other words, if I manipulated people to get money and then I got big money and then I showered people with gifts and things that cost a lot of money, I felt that that was my way of feeling worthy to them. And really, in many instances, people used me and abused me in that regard. And it never got me what I was trying to get, which was really love, unconditional love from people and a connection. But it never came to pass that way because of the energy and the out of integrity that I was in surrounding money. So I had this great job for about 4 months, selling marketing and advertising for a wonderful publication. Don't want to mention what that is. I want to keep that private. Some of you that are close to me, you know exactly what that is. And that has to be good enough. But the point is, I was making a lot of money. My husband and I have no debt. Our car's paid for. We can comfortably live here in Alabama. We're still renting. Still haven't found our home in Georgia yet, but I know it's coming in God's time, of course, and I'm patient waiting for that. But my point is, the money that I was making, I was very responsible with. We actually put some away in a savings that we now have as a deposit for a 1-week vacation down at a shore for my husband's 70th birthday coming up in October. And we're really excited about that. We really are. We did that all by ourselves, and I'm really proud of my husband and I for doing that. But the point is, the money was coming in, it was flowing, and yeah, we might have did some extra dinners out or got some extra ice cream cones out, or treated some people to a few things, definitely gave more to our church because we felt so abundant. We wanted to share that. But at the same time, we were, like I said, paying any debt that we had off, got rid of all the bills, our car's paid for. We have no credit cards, so we're in really good, I would say, safe financial space. We loaded up our freezer with chicken and beef and just, did all of that and felt responsible. So, of course, I was, feeling really great. I'm out there, I'm having fun, and I'm making great money in the meantime. And long story short, my boss, like overnight, and it wasn't overnight. I think I saw warning signs of him changing from his main goal and his main focus of the publication I was selling was really about centering around God and people and community. And I loved that about that, but it started to morph into glitz and glamour, and it was more about the money than it was about the people. And it was really strange. The first week of July, I made one sale, and like 7 days goes by, I can't make a sale. And that wasn't me. I was making sales left and right, and things were flowing. And we believe, my husband and I truly believe, this was God pulling me out, saying, nope, this owner of this publication, the publication itself, everything, the energy surrounding it was out of integrity. It was changing. It wasn't what it was meant for. And God didn't want me to be a part of it. So he closed every door. Either I couldn't contact the right person that I needed to talk to make the sale, or people were just flat out saying, no, we're not interested. Every door, for like 7 to 10 days on me, every door was being closed, blocked. Until finally, I had a meeting with the publisher, and actually somebody else that had nothing to do with the publication, but she felt that she needed to be at this meeting. And in my personal humble opinion, she was feeding him a lot of deception, saying, if you listen to me, you'll have stupid money, you'll be so rich. You know, we need money to live on this earth, to be in this life. I get it. And there's nothing wrong with having a lot of money. You know, there's nothing wrong with success. But what you do with it and how you treat people with it is a whole nother story. And he went from being this, what I thought, a really genuine person and somebody that walked with God, to this person of, you know, frustration, telling me I didn't produce, I wasn't good enough, undercut me in some of my business dealings. It was just a real gut punch. And I knew at that moment I had to walk. Making, you know, here I am over a year down here with this huge life change. And I had to, you know, I finally felt like, okay, I fell into something that, like, I'm a fish in water with, and it came easy, and the money was flowing, and everything was just going so great. And just like that, it wasn't. And it was out of integrity for me. There was some manipulation, some control. And I said, I don't want to be a part of this. And I told him, if you're going to conduct your business this way, I'm out. And I did. I walked away. And it's been a few weeks now, going on 3 weeks, that I'm just working my one other real part-time job at the golf community. And the rest of the time I've been resting and chilling out, playing with puppies across the street. My neighbor, she's rescued 16 puppies. So I've helped her a lot with feeding them and caring for them when she's working, which, you know, I love anything to do with animals. But I'm getting this feeling like, okay, I've got to get back out in the world. I want to produce. I want to be productive. I want to sell. And I knew I did the right thing when I walked away from this out of integrity energy that surrounded my job, because 48 hours later, I was approached by somebody in my church that she said she had a calling to start a magazine for families, for community, for really wholesome things that families can attend, that children can attend, that are God-loving, safe, memorable, and just really good all around, wholesome. And she said, I don't want you to work for me. I want you to be my partner. I want you to be co-owner. And, you know, in this situation with my new magazine job, it's just, the energy around it's so much different. I'm waiting to really get started with it. We're waiting for some print to come out. I have done some emailing on the digital version of it, but I don't feel like the gate has opened up and the bell's gone off like a thoroughbred in a race. When they're all lined up and the bell goes off and the horses go flying out racing. I haven't felt that yet. It's coming. And I know that I did the right thing because God blessed me 48 hours later and said, here's where you belong. And you're not just working, you're co-owner, and you have a lot of input, and you have a lot of experience now that you can take going forward. And I just want to say to you all that your true passion should come from something that you enjoy doing so much that it doesn't matter. It wouldn't matter whether you got paid for it or not. And of course, my insides are going, okay, the abundance has kind of like worn off, and we've put a pretty hefty deposit down on this shore house, and things just they haven't been flowing because I haven't, I'm in between, in transition right now. And I wanted to take today to really just concentrate on that. I want to make sure that when I go back out into the world and I tell business owners about why you need to buy an ad to be in this magazine and what it stands for and what it's going to do for the community, I want to know that I've got my heart in the right place. I want to make sure my head is not like, well, the bank account's getting really low and we need money, so, I'm just going to go out there and pitch people. And I very much could have went to work and did that today, and I chose not to. Because I want to make sure that, once again, I'm doing something that's right for the right reasons. And it's important. And I want to talk to you all about integrity. I want to talk to you all about if you're out there doing a job that is just not in integrity, and there's something eating at you, and it doesn't feel right, maybe that's time for you to look at something or look at yourself and say, why am I doing this? I actually have a lot of peace in this stagnant time, I'll call it. Usually I'm not good at all with still time, being still, being stagnant, waiting on God. People that are close to me will tell you that about me, but I can feel myself getting better and better and better, which is great. I think that's a sign of maturity in our spirit, in our spiritual walk, in our relationship with God. It's okay. I do believe that He will bless me, that I chose to not choose the money. I chose integrity. I chose what I was doing for God with getting out and meeting people and doing what I was doing. I had a pure heart about it. And I want to keep that pure heart. I feel like I'm being tested right now. The money is dwindling, and it's getting a little tight again. And I know my husband's not happy about that. And I told him, I said, you're not really worried, because we're going to be fine. You're just not happy with where we're at. He goes, yeah, you're right. I'm not. And we have to take these times and think about that and think, well, why aren't we? And then we have to look at that and say, what is it that we have to break through with? What is it that we have to learn, the lessons we have to learn from that? What is it that we need to pay attention to? There's a lot of people in the world right now that are suffering. A lot of people. In many different ways, and financially is one of them. And my heart goes out to each and every one of you. And I want to help you all. But I can't help you, or nobody else can really help you, unless your heart is pure and it's in the right place, and you're doing things for the right reason. If you've got a job and you're miserable, but you're making money, is that really worth it? Is it worth being miserable for money? Is it worth hurting people? Manipulating people? Trying to get your way? Because you might think you got away with it, but you really don't get away with it. And trust me, it will come back to haunt you. Trust me, I know. I lived it. I did it, and I lived the consequences of it afterwards. It's never worth it. We must stay in integrity. If you can find something that's helping the world or people or animals in it and get paid to some degree, and it's your passion, then you're more ahead of the game than you realize. And no matter what you're getting paid, God will see that it will sustain you. You'll get through. You will get through. It's challenging with some people in my life because I feel like I speak a different language. I feel like I've really changed to where they don't understand me, or where they just flat out wouldn't agree with me. And that's okay. I still love them very, very much. But anybody that's out there listening to this, I'm making a very important point. And to be honest with you all, a year ago maybe, 2 years, more than that, I can't say for certain. In fact, I would say for more certain that I would have stayed with this job because the money was so good. I refuse to sell my soul. And I refuse to have somebody have control, manipulation over me. I don't mind being a team player. I don't mind being a part of other people and working with them. But there's no reason to control somebody. There's no reason to manipulate over them. There's no reason to be underhanded or undermine them. You will never be blessed when you act that way. Again, take it from somebody who walked a dark path for about 10 years, manipulating people for money, because I felt that was where my worth was. That does not make up our worth as people. It just doesn't. So I was led today to get on to talk about this. I hope this blesses somebody out there, if not many of you. I hope I've touched on something that can help some of you. I've missed you all. It's been a while since I've been on, but I felt led by God to get on here and talk about this. I think it's important. So it was so good to see you all, and I've missed you, and you all have a wonderful day, and God bless. Until next time. Bye-bye.